and I got the front end assembled with the lower triple tree and the 2 fork tubes. And what I've noticed is after a reassembly, the fork tubes are verified straight at this point. I'm still noticing, many of you might recognize this micrometer, by the way. This is a micrometer that I got from Dwayne Auscherman's workshop. So we're about -2 there. And you can notice that there's a very big out of parallel, I guess you'd say, of the fork tubes. We're about, I don't know, over 30 thou, maybe 32 to 33 thou at the tip. It's way too much. And it's getting wider at the bottom. The fork tubes are in the same plane. Again, verified with another one of Dwayne Auscherman's tools. Even has his name on it. Dwayne's plate glass really helps me when I set up front ends. You can see this is sitting square on the fork tubes. I don't have any rocking. I'm moving this around and it's sitting flat. So that means that my fork tubes are in the same plane, but they're coming out. We're going to be removing a very small amount of material from the inside of the clamp. And this is in order to get the fork tube to move in at the bottom. We want to be able to create an angle as the fork is clamping. And so in order to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to lap a small amount of material off the inside of the bottom and the outside of the top of the clamp. And in order to keep that cylindrical shape and not alter the shape of the clamp so that it still works properly, we're going to use a lap. And I've created this lap for doing this job. It fits pretty snugly in here. When I tighten down on the clamp, it'll get even snugger. And I can always put a wedge in the expansion joint to allow it to get a better bite. But for right now, I'm going to keep it kind of loose. And as with a lot of things machine related, where you're lapping or you're machining or you're taking off very small amounts of metal, there's a lot of trial and error involved. You have to creep up on that fit that you're looking for. So what I'm going to try to do here is put a very small amount of pressure on this at an angle. So I'm going to push on it to try to lap the inside of the bottom and the outside of the top with a little bit more force than the rest of it. I'm going to move through a couple of times, then we're going to clean it all up, and then we're going to use the micrometer to measure the fork tubes again. Let's see how it goes. I'm applying some more lapping compound. Now I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on this. Okay, I've been honing here for about 20 to 30 minutes, and it's very slow going. My initial measurement is repeatable. This is the micrometer measurements after lapping the bottom triple tree. You know, looks like we're about 2 thousandths out right now.